there is a quiet tragedy unfolding all around us. It's not on the evening news. It doesn't trend on social media. It won't stop traffic or make headlines, but it's happening in every city, every neighborhood, every home. It's the slow death of potential. Not in the dramatic way people imagine, not with loud failures or catastrophic mistakes, but silently, subtly, day after day. People go to work, people smile, people keep up appearances, but inside, something is missing, something is withering. But because they ignored the whispers of their own potential, they buried it under comfort. They silenced it with excuses. They chose average, not because they had to, but because it was easy. And here's the truth no one wants to admit. Most people die long before they're buried. Not because they lacked the talent, not because they didn't get a chance. And when we're young, we feel it vividly. We dream without limits. We imagine greatness. We believe in possibility. To settle down. So we trade dreams for routines, curiosity for conformity, passion for predictability. This is the story of that silent pain. The pain of knowing you could be more, but never becoming it. That we'll chase those dreams later, when things are more stable, when the timing is better, when we feel more ready. And if you're honest, you felt it too. We're all born with something. A spark, a gift, a curiosity. But then something happens. And when you don't use it, it fades. In the gut-level discomfort that something is off. Even when life looks fine on the surface, the middle path is rewarded. Fit in, don't want too much, just be grateful. We were not built to just exist. We were built to expand, to create, to push boundaries. It atrophies not all at once, but slowly, painfully. The world tells us to grow up, to be realistic, but it never lasts. Because potential alone is not enough, and we justify it. We tell ourselves that it's just how life works, that we're being responsible. But later becomes never, and they return to the familiar, the safe, the average. Because potential is not some switch that stays on forever. It's a living thing. That passion should be enough. And the worst part, you feel it. You feel it in the silence of early mornings, in the moments between tasks. That's the silent pain of potential. Fast food, instant gratification, entertainment on demand, everything designed to make life easier, faster, more convenient. They fear failure, so they don't try. They fear judgment, so they stay silent. And every day you ignore it, it hurts a little more. They fear the unknown, so they cling to routine. Someday I'll get in shape. Someday I'll chase my dreams. It's not loud, it's not public, but it's persistent. Society has convinced us that being average is normal, that it's safe, that it's even noble. But here's the dangerous lie in all of that. Average is not the default setting of the human soul. Being average is not a result of lack. It's a result of choice, a slow accumulation of compromises, a refusal to be a surrender to convenience. And comfort is the perfect environment for decay. The reality is, most people have flashes of brilliance. They have moments of hunger, they have bursts of motivation. Discipline is what turns potential into progress, but most people never make that leap. They think if they're meant to be great, it'll just happen. That success should come naturally. So when it gets hard, they stop. They confuse discomfort with misalignment. They mistake resistance for a sign to quit, not realizing that the pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. We live in a culture that worships comfort, but growth doesn't live in comfort. Growth lives in challenge, in effort, in resistance. Muscles don't grow without tension. Skills don't develop without repetition. Purpose doesn't reveal itself without struggle. Yet most people avoid the very things that would make them strong. But here's the truth. The longer you stay comfortable, the more uncomfortable your future becomes. Because life doesn't stand still. If you're not growing, you're decaying. If you're not evolving, you're eroding. That's why potential feels painful. Because deep down, there's more. You're capable of something greater. One of the greatest illusions ever sold is the idea of someday. Someday I'll write that book. Someday I'll start that business. But someday is a thief. It steals your urgency. It steals your momentum. It gives you the illusion of progress while keeping you stagnant. The truth is, you don't need more time. You need more courage, more clarity, more conviction. Because deep down you already know what you want. You already feel the pull. You've just been ignoring it, dismissing it, waiting for a perfect moment that doesn't exist. There is no someday, there is only now. Not a morbid thought, but an essential one. And every day you dig a deeper grave for your potential. Imagine yourself at the end of your life. Picture it clearly. You're lying there, moments away from your final breath. No more chances, no more tomorrows, only memories and reflections. What do you see? Or is it a life of safety, of missed chances, of quiet regret? Is it a life full of adventure, of impact, of courage, or what your title was, or how much money sat in your account? Do you feel peace or pain? Because in that moment, you won't care about how many followers you had, the person you could have become, but never did. You'll care about the things you didn't do, the words you didn't say, the chances you didn't take. That's the true cost of dying average. Not the lack of fame or fortune, but the unfulfilled potential. The dreams that died with you. The greatness that was possible, but never realized. Not because they want mediocrity, but because they never made a commitment to more. Most people settle because they never made the decision not to stop feeding the story that you're not ready or not enough. You are not made to be average. You are not here to merely survive. They drift. They follow the crowd. They take the path of least resistance. You don't need anyone's permission to become who you were meant to be, but you can. You can decide right now to stop living on autopilot, to stop waiting for permission, to stop shrinking for the sake of comfort, to protect it, to use it, not just for yourself, but for the people who need what you have. You don't need to be perfect to begin. You just need to begin. Because on the other side of that resistance is the life your potential was designed to live. Start small, take a step, do the hard thing, say yes to your discomfort. You were not put here to blend in. You are here to stretch, to reach, to rise. And yes, it will be hard. Yes, it will be lonely at times, but it speaks constantly in the background of your life. But the pain of trying is nothing compared to the pain of never trying. You don't need a stage. You don't need applause. All you need is a decision. A decision to wake up earlier, to work with purpose, to stay consistent, to keep your promises to yourself. Potential is not about talent. It's about responsibility. It's about owning the truth that you've been given something, and it's your job to develop it. Because when you choose to rise, you give others permission to do the same. When you stop living average, you show others what's possible. And that's how we break the cycle. The silent pain of potential is real. It's not dramatic, it doesn't scream. You feel it in the gap between who you are and who you could be. And the only way to silence that pain is to pursue the version of you that is waiting to be born. Don't wait until it's too late. Start now. Be bold. Be relentless. Live full so you can die empty. Because the world doesn't need more average. It needs you. Fully alive, fully expressed, fully committed. That's the life worth living. And it starts today.